don't show up, don't come out.
Hi, I'm Eric. I filmed my phone and welcome to another video. Today, the Grammy nominations for the 2021 Grammys just got announced, and I'm going to be reacting to them and predicting my picks of who I think will win / who I want to win. We all know the Grammys are the scammies, so just because your favorite isn't recognized here doesn't mean they're not a great artist. Just if my favorites aren't recognized here, that doesn't mean they're not great artists either. My 3 picks that I definitely want to see represented in some way is Dua Lipa and Future Nostalgia. I think that'll be a pretty easy bag. She literally is listed as people who's going to perform, so I think she has at least some nomination in there. Then I have Folklore by Taylor Swift. Please give it something. I don't care if it's purely album of the year, but she definitely deserves more than just the pop vocal album or whatever. I think it shouldn't even be in pop, but that might be another story. And then more of my long shot, I really want Sawayama by Rina Sawayama to have something in here because that album is incredible, and I know that she's a UK artist with less following than the other 2 I just mentioned, so it's less likely to happen, but I really do hope that she gets represented. Anyways, let's get into it. Also, if there's any noise, it's my dryer. My apologies. My parents are cleaning. Okay, so I pulled it up on Variety and I scrolled all the way down to the bottom, and if there's a category that I don't know people in, I'm gonna skip it. But if I do know something, if I have something to say about it, then I will talk about it. Okay, first category is Best Music Film. So we have Beastie Boys' Story, Beastie Boys, Black is King by Beyonce, We Are Freestyle Love Supreme by Freestyle Love Supreme, and then Linda Ronstadt, Sound of My Voice. I think someone's recommended that I listen to a Linda Ronstadt album. It's on my list, but it hasn't happened yet. And then That Little Old Band from Texas by ZZ Top. I think I haven't actually seen any of these. However, I recognize names of people. And Beyonce should win. Black is King was a moment. I still haven't seen it yet, but it's the one that's gonna be most relevant. I didn't know any of these other things came out, but I did know that Beyonce's coming out. And so she's the first one on my sheet, so I'm just gonna write down my prediction. It's also interesting that Beyonce is the only person attributed for the Black is King one, whereas all the other ones have so many other people. For Best Music Video, we have Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce, Life is Good by Future featuring Drake, Lockdown by Anderson .Paak, Adore You by Harry Styles, and Goliath by Woodkid. I feel like it's gonna go to Adore You. That just feels right, because I can't name what any of these other songs sound like. Maybe it will go to Life is Good, but I don't know. I actually haven't seen the Adore You music video either, but I know that it was pretty cinematic, so I could definitely see it winning, so I'm gonna pick that one. As I scroll through classical music, which I don't know anything about, if I don't cover your favorites and your favorites got nominated, let me know down below. Congrats to them for getting nominated. Hopefully they can pull it through and win. There's so much classical music. Oh my gosh. Me looking at opera as if I will know what's going on. RIP Best Immersive Audio Album, because they didn't get to meet, and so they'll be postponing because the pandemic. Now we move to Producer of the Year, non-classical. So we have Jack Antonoff, who did August by Taylor Swift, Gaslighter, Holy Terrain, the FK Twig song, Mirrorball, This Is Me Trying, and then also Together by Sia. Okay. Then Dan Auerbach, don't think I know anything that they've done. Oh, I did hear the CeeLo Green is Thomas Callaway album. It was alright. Oh, and then Andrew Watt did Break My Heart, did Midnight Sky. Oh, shoot. Oh, and then some Ozzy Osbourne stuff. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is gonna be tricky. I am going to pick Jack Antonoff. He lost to Phineas last year, but Phineas also kind of deserved it too, so I was fine with that. I'm going to pick Jack Antonoff, but I would not be surprised if Andrew Watt won. Best Song Written for Visual Media category. So we have Beautiful Ghosts from Cats by Taylor Swift. Wait, Cats got a nom? Okay. Then Carry Me With You from Onward. I didn't see that movie, unfortunately. Into the Unknown from Frozen 2. That's Idina Menzel and Aurora. No Time to Die by Billie Eilish from the No Time to Die James Bond film. And then Stand Up from Harriet. I don't know that movie. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna give it to Billie. Like, did you see what they did last year with Billie? Like, they're gonna give it to Billie. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. As much as I love Taylor Swift and would love Beautiful Ghosts to win, it's probably gonna go to No Time to Die. Best Musical Theater Album. So there's the Emilie, I don't know if I pronounced that right, American Utopia on Broadway, Jagged Little Pill, Little Shop of Horrors, Prince of Egypt, and Soft Power. I only know Jagged Little Pill, and Jagged Little Pill should win. That's an iconic, like, album. Like, if you looked at, like, what the Tony Awards are up for, like, they're up for a lot of them. I think they kind of deserve it. I mean, Jagged Little Pill did win Grammy, like, for Album of the Year. So I would not be surprised if Jagged Little Pill, you know, the Broadway album, also gets that nomination. And, well, got that nomination, but the win. Best Folk Album does not include folklore. I mean, fair, it's not really folk, but yeah. I don't think I know what American Roots music is, because I feel like An Invisible String sounds like it would be an American Roots song, but maybe I'm wrong. Best Contemporary Christian Music Album. I don't really listen to Christian music, however, I had a friend who really was into Kanye West and made me listen to Jesus is King. It's not it, so just pick another one. I feel like I wish I knew more about jazz, but I don't. Wait, why do I know most of the things for Best Country Song? I don't listen to that much country, but I did listen to most of the albums that were on here. So we have Bluebird by Miranda Lambert, The Bones by Maren Morris, Crowded Table by The Highwomen, More Hearts Than Mine by Ingrid Andress, and Some People Do by Old Dominion. The only one I don't know is Some People Do. I think it's gonna go to The Bones or More Hearts Than Mine. That's where I'm, like, stuck. Crowded Table's, like, yeah, like, the Highwomen album is, like, a pretty good, like, album, but I wouldn't have picked that song from it. I feel like, I think it's gonna be The Bones, because I feel like the Grammys always favors things that came out earlier than later, but maybe I'm wrong about that. It just feels like The Bones was there for a really long time, had a lot of staying power, and More Hearts Than Mine is, like, a little bit on the newer end, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna pick The Bones. For Best Country Album, we have Ladylike by Ingrid Andress, Your Life is a Record by Brandy Clark, Wild Card by Miranda Lambert, Nightfall by Little Big Town, and Never Will by Ashley McBryde. I've only heard Ladylike and Wild Card, and since I didn't give Ingrid the Best Country Song, I'll give her the Best Country Album, so I'll probably be 50-50 on it. Ladylike also is, like, a pretty, like, fun project. It's only, like, 8 songs. Definitely, like, recommend. Like, there's some really fun songs. I don't even feel like they sound country-ish, so, like, would definitely recommend. Okay, I definitely don't know anything pretty much in the rest of the country. There's 10,000 Hours, whatever. Like, I don't think it deserves it. Now we're into Best Rap Song. So we have The Bigger Picture from Lil Baby, The Box by Roddy Ricch, Laugh Now, Cry Later by Drake featuring Lil Durk, Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Wow, good for you, Roddy Ricch. I really haven't listened to anything from him, but, like, he got 2 nominations in the same area, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna go with the Savage remix. Like, they deserve it. I could also see The Box or Rockstar winning, but I'm going to pick Savage because I want to stick with my, you know, female rappers. They're the only one in this category, and they deserve it if you listen to my Good News reaction. Best Melodic Rap Performance. I don't know what the melodic rap performance means versus, like, something else, but there's Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, Laugh Now Cry Later by Drake featuring Lil Durk, Lockdown by Anderson .Paak, The Box by Roddy Ricch, and The Highest in the Room by Travis Scott. I'm gonna give it to, I wanna say either Rockstar or The Box, so Roddy Ricch, you're in good shape. I feel like The Box was everywhere, but Rockstar was also everywhere. I'm gonna give it to Rockstar because I think I like the song better, but like The Box could also easily win. Best rap performance is just gonna go to Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce because it's the only one I know in it. Now we're into Best Progressive R&B Album, which is, you know, a controversial category because like it was originally the urban contemporary and now it's shifted and I don't know. I'll let other people have thoughts on that because honestly, I know a couple of the albums. I know Chilombo and Ungodly Hour. And then I don't know Free Nationals, Your Feelings, or It Is What It Is. I'm going to pick Ungodly Hour because I love that album. Chilombo is also a great album too. But I think Ungodly Hour, like, it's a little shorter and more concise and gets the point across and is also really fun. And the songs get stuck in my head, especially the title track. Best Alternative Music Album. We have Fetch the Bolt Cutters by Fiona Apple. Okay. Hyperspace by Beck. Okay. Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. Okay. Jamie or Jaime by Brittany Howard. It's Jamie. Brittany, she's from Alabama Shakes. I do know that. And then The Slow Rush by Tame Impala. Wow, alternative music really like had a moment this year. Like, me having to pick between Fetch the Bolt Cutters and Punisher. That's gonna be tricky. I know Beck gets a lot of Grammys, but like I'm gonna root for either Fetch the Bolt Cutters or Punisher. Oh, that's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go with the fact that Punisher was my first reaction YouTube video, and I'm gonna pick Punisher. That would be really cool if she got it. But Fetch the Bolt Cutters, I'd be equally as happy. But I'm going to put Punisher down if I can only pick one. Now we're on to Best Rock Song. So we have Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers, Lost in Yesterday by Tame Impala, Not by Big Thief, Shamika by Fiona Apple, and Stay High by Brittany Howard from the Alabama Shakes. Again, it's a Phoebe Bridgers versus Fiona Apple. I think I'm gonna stick with Phoebe just because Kyoto is a song I've like actually heard places. Like I've heard it. While like Shamika, I kind of forget what it sounds like and I need to re-listen to Fetch the Bolt Cutters for sure. But I'm gonna stick with Kyoto. She's also listed first in the category. Is there a reason for that? Oh, alphabetical by song name. Best Rock Performance, we have Shamika, Fiona Apple, Not by Big Thief, Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers, The Steps by Haim, Stay High by Brittany Howard, and Daylight by Grace Potter. Wait, why didn't Haim not get other categories? Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I don't really understand why Best Rock Song versus Best Rock Performance is gonna be like different. Oh, I think it's the record versus song of the year. So like record is like the person singing it or the artist behind it, whereas the songwriters are like the people who wrote it. However, for like alt and rock, like a lot of that is the same. So I'm going to still pick Kyoto just because I feel like they're gonna just give it to the same person and I don't want to be wrong like at least once. I want to have either wrong twice or wrong 0 times. My apologies to Fiona Apple. She deserved much more of my nominations and I'd be totally happy if she got it though. Oh shoot, we're in pop now. Okay. So Best Pop Vocal Album. You have Changes by Justin Bieber, Chromatica by Lady Gaga, Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa, Fine Line by Harry Styles, and Folklore by Taylor Swift. That's a stacked category. That's a really stacked category. Like, Changes, no, it's not Changes. Changes is the worst. I don't know why. It's put there. Like, if you like Changes, good for you, but it's definitely, like, objectively not the most, like, strongest project, even from Justin Bieber. I'm gonna say, do I want to say Future Nostalgia or Folklore? Because, like, Fine Line could also win, and then, like, the Grammys also love Lady Gaga, at least giving her nominations. So, like, I could totally see Chromatica being there. But, let's see. Future Nostalgia or Folklore? That's hard because Vocaloid shouldn't be in pop. That's the problem. I think because of how, no, because they both evolved over time. I was gonna say that Dua Lipa's evolution was stronger, but no, like Vocaloid is definitely a big evolution for Taylor as well. Um, I'm gonna give it to Future Nostalgia just because I think Dua has a better shot of winning just because the Grammys in recent years have favored her and have not favored so much our good friend Taylor. I was gonna get mad and say that Folklore should have gone into alternative, but I assume that like the artists submit for certain categories, so that means that Taylor Swift decided it was pop. Which, I mean, I guess she doesn't have to go against like Fiona Apple or like Phoebe Bridgers for that, which is nice. But then now she has to go against like Lady Gaga, Dua Lipa, Harry Styles, Justin Bieber. So like, it doesn't get better. Best pop duo group performance: Un Dia One Day by J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Taney. We have Intentions by Justin Bieber featuring Quavo, Dynamite by BTS. Wow. Rain on Me by Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande, and Exile, Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. This is also a stacked category, minus Intentions. I'm really happy that Dynamite made it on the list. Like, I'm glad that K-pop is getting recognized. I am going to give it to Rain on Me. I just feel like that one's, when you think of pop, like this year, you're probably thinking of Rain on Me. Whereas like Exile isn't pop. It's not. And Dynamite, like, I love that song, don't get me wrong. I've said it many times. But like, I feel like they're gonna not give it to them. Though I would be so happy if they did. I'd be so happy if they gave it to Exile. Like, those bottom three are the ones that I would be most excited about. But I'm going to give it to Rain on Me because it's two legends in the pop industry. And it's also a really good song, and I heard it everywhere, even though I didn't go anywhere. Best pop solo performance: Yummy. Okay, this is scammies. That's why. There's no reason Yummy should be in best pop solo performance. It should be in the category of worst pop solo performance. That's just on me. So no, not to that. If Yummy gets a Grammy, I will fight. Yeah, I will. Then there's Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles, and Cardigan by Taylor Swift. A stacked category minus Yummy. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna let Dua Lipa have had Future Nostalgia. We're gonna ignore it for now. Oh, Everything I Wanted is a good song. Cardigan's also really good, and Say So's also really good. And why has Doja Cat not gotten like nominated for like Hot Pink yet? Interesting. So I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna give it something to Taylor Swift for once because I haven't the past couple times. So I'm gonna give it to Cardigan. However, I could see anything on this list minus Yummy winning it, and I'd be happy with all of them minus Yummy. I also think Cardigan got less radio play because, first of all, it came out in the middle of the pandemic, whereas none of these other songs did. So, like, it's gonna have a disadvantage because if you're thinking pop performance, you're thinking what's on the radio, and you probably didn't listen to the radio nearly as much during the pandemic. So, like, if you also look at charts, like, Cardigan didn't do as high, so it might not be great, but also, like, the charts, if that were the case, then Old Town Road would have won every award last year, and he only won a couple. All right, I think we're moving into the big four category, so I'm really excited to see what happens. Okay, so now we're in Best New Artist. So this category is stacked. I can see it right now. We have Ingrid Andress, who I've mentioned before, Phoebe Bridgers, who I've mentioned before, Chica, don't know who that is, Noah Cyrus, that's Miley Cyrus's sister, who I've heard has been doing great things. I haven't really listened to a lot of her stuff. Then D-Smoke, I think that's a rapper, but I don't know who that is. Doja Cat, okay, Queen is here. Then Kaytranada, okay, Icon. And then Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I feel like I gotta give it to Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, or Doja Cat. Oh, because I feel like Ingrid Andress and Phoebe Bridgers made leaps within their own areas. But like if you're trying to do like a crossover, like Doja Cat's done a lot. Megan Thee Stallion has done a lot. Since I've given Megan a lot already, I'm gonna give this to Doja Cat because she hasn't really gotten much nominations at all, but she's been really relevant this year. Really interesting that like WAP hasn't been nominated for anything yet. Maybe they will get nominated in a hot second, and I just didn't see it. But like, interesting that that didn't happen. Maybe they didn't want to give 2 Megan Thee Stallions, but they gave 2 to Roddy Ricch. So, what's up? Okay, we're moving to Song of the Year. There's a lot here. I forget that these categories get a lot bigger. We have Black Parade by Beyonce, The Box by Roddy Ricch, Cardigan by Taylor Swift, Post Malone's Circles. Sorry, the site I'm using like didn't fix it right. Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, I Can't Breathe by Her, and If the World Was Ending by JP Saxe featuring Julia Michaels. Ooh, I didn't think Julia Michaels was gonna get nominated. Okay, good for you. Oh, No, I don't think that Billie Eilish could get 2 straight Song of the Years. Like, I just feel like that just can't happen. Maybe I'm thinking wildly about that, but like, it just doesn't feel right for her to get 2 Song of the Years in a row. I just don't think the Grammys would do that. Like, it's a good song, don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm not giving it to Circles, no. I'll give it to Cardigan. That's just me liking Cardigan. Because when I think of song lyrics and songwriting, I think of Taylor Swift. There are plenty of amazing songwriters that are all here. I mean, if they got nominated by the Grammys, they're probably not bad. Most of the time. Not bad. So, like, yeah. I do wonder who will win it, but I'm gonna pick Cardigan. Now we go to Album of the Year. Okay, get ready, y'all. So first we have Chilombo by Jhené Aiko. I think that's how you pronounce it, which, great album. I'm glad she's nominated, like, good for her. That means, if I actually think about it, she's probably more likely to win the other album I was talking about before. Oh, she'll probably win Progressive R&B over Ungodly Hour, which is unfortunate for Chloe and Halle, but yeah, it's probably gonna happen. Black Pumas Deluxe Edition by Black Pumas. I think Black Pumas was nominated as Best New Artist last year. I didn't hear much about this track. I don't know anything about them, so maybe that'll make sense. Everyday Life by Coldplay. Like, okay. I didn't think Everyday Life was that good. I also forgot it happened in this year. If that gives you any indication of how I feel about it. Yeah, like, whatever. The Jesse Volume 3, Jacob Collier. I have no idea who that is. I don't know what that is. So, hopefully, it's a good album. Let me know. Also, if there's anything that haven't heard that you want me to listen to, please let me know down in the comments below, because I will probably listen to it prior to the Grammys, so I then can, be properly, like, appreciative of who wins, or really annoyed by who wins. Women Music Part 3. Okay, I'm glad they got that, but that means it could be a long shot because they weren't even nominated within their genre, so that might be a little stressful. We have Future Nostalgia. Okay, Dua Lipa here. Okay, yes, good for you, Dua. Like, I mean, if she wasn't nominated for Album of the Year, I would have lucky fought. Like, she deserves to be up there. Then we have Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone. If Hollywood's Bleeding wins, I'll be upset. It's better than his previous project, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, like, by a lot. Like, I'd actually listen to Hollywood's Bleeding multiple times, but, like, it's still not at a level of some of these other artists. It's just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good. And then we round out with Folklore. Folklore made it to Album of the Year territory. Okay, Lover didn't do that, which I thought that if Lover made it and Reputation hadn't, like I would have been frustrated. But Folklore, ooh, Taylor Swift's gotten a lot of nominations this year. Like, good for her. She could actually win something. So I have to pick between these. I know Chilombo, Everyday Life, Women in Music Part 3, Future Nostalgia, Hollywood's Bleeding, and Folklore. I'm going to pick Future Nostalgia just because I feel like it pushed an envelope, and plus it was, I guess, more planned. I'm just going to pick it because I really do bop to it. I do vibe to Folklore too, and if Taylor Swift does win, I will be very excited. I think Future Nostalgia has a better chance of winning though. And then last but not least, we're going to do Record of the Year. So I don't know why they put Record at the top before Album. I feel like Album of the Year is like a bigger honor because it's a whole body of work rather than one song. So for Record, we have Black Parade by Beyonce, Colors by Black Pumas, Rockstar by DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch. I need to listen to Black Parade because I don't remember what that song sounds like. And it's gotten nominated so many times today. Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, Circles by Post Malone, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. Okay, so I've given Savage a lot today, and Everything I Wanted really is getting nominated in a lot of categories. Like maybe she will get record/song 2 years in a row. I'm gonna give it, however, to, if I'm thinking of like what was my year like, I'm thinking Say So, just because like it was everywhere. Like there was the Say So dance on TikTok, which I participated in. It was one of my first TikToks that I ever did. And yeah, I feel like, you know, Doja Cat deserves more than the very limited amount of stuff that she got in the smaller categories in rap and pop. So I'm gonna pick Say So. That might be a long shot, I don't know. It could be that Dua Lipa's like sweeping categories. Who knows? Billie Eilish might sweep any category that she's in, or maybe Megan Thee Stallion will, or Beyonce will. Who even knows? We'll see. Beyonce actually is in 2 different records of the year because she has the Savage remix and Black Parade, so good for her as well. Yeah, I'm going to pick Say So, but it's not a confident answer. So those are all my reactions to the Grammys, and then the predictions that I made. I have this lovely little sheet here, which I will revisit after all the winners have been announced, and I will find out. How accurate am I? We will see, we'll find out. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, it seems a little bit better than I guess I expected. Like, I'm still disappointed that Sawayama didn't get chosen. However, I knew it was a long shot, but I would have loved it to be there. Like, that would have been fun. But, like, Grammys are very American focused, or stuff that appeals very much to an American audience. Whereas like Sawayama is like very distinct. It goes between, you know, British and Japanese, and just goes wherever it wants to. And I love that journey so much. So like I'm a little disappointed about that, but like it's not like a giant snub just because she is a little lesser known in the industry. I know she has a new song coming out really soon, so maybe that will actually get some more people's attention, because like I had a lot of fun with that album. I also had a lot of fun filming today and looking at the nominations, because there's a lot of cool songs and albums that were recognized. Like that's the problem with the Grammys, is that, you know, you have a whole year's worth of music and you have to pick like a few. And while some things can get snubbed or some can get overput, like the fact when we do get 2 songs by the same artist in a category, like I do get a little like, maybe we should like not like pick your best song that they did, and you're saying that no other artist has a song worthy of that level. Interesting. And remember that, again, this is an award ceremony. Like, it's not like people chosen. So even if everyone's like, oh my god, Folklore is the best album, that doesn't mean that it's gonna get picked. But I'm glad that both Future Nostalgia and Folklore are getting a lot of attention. Like Dua Lipa and Taylor Swift both got like a decent amount of nominations, and so I'm happy for both of them. They should both be pretty happy. Like Taylor Swift in particular has been scammed a bunch these past couple years at the Grammys, and so I'm happy that her work's finally gonna get recognized. I mean, it's for Folklore, which is an awesome album. I'm very happy that it exists in the world, and I'm really excited to see what happens in late January. If you have any recommendations of songs or albums that were listed here that you think I should listen to and that I haven't listened to already, and I was like, oh, I don't know who this is, let me know, because I'll probably try to do those before the Grammys happen, so then I can be much more informed when we find out what the results are. Please also list your picks for who should win the Grammys, especially top 4 categories, but any of the categories will do it too. If you like this video, please like it. Please comment down below if you'd like me to react or listen to next. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and you'd like to be. And thanks for watching. This is TurtleStormer. Catch you later.
It's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes. It's storming turtles, it's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes.